This is the story of a woman known by many in the congregation. She began her adult life as a nurse and touched countless other lives over several decades, simply in the process of doing her job. She touched them even more deeply by doing that work with a smile and a kind word, and even with a corny joke. Here at St. Dominic, she led the RCIA ministry, accompanying many people on their journey to becoming Catholic, and many of those have themselves become ministers to others. When an illness gradually robbed her of her mobility and she could no longer live alone, the nurse became the patient as she moved into a nursing home and thus began her true ministry. She had lost her home and her independence, or maybe she'd been freed from them and found a deeper faith, a dependence upon God, and a vibrant relationship with Jesus. Her smile persisted and widened, exuding a true joy in what she'd gained and not sorrow for what she'd lost. Many would have said that living in a nursing home had taken her off the hook, turned her into someone who should be ministered to, and not someone charged with ministry. But Marian Gifford didn't see it that way. Her faith wouldn't let her. Instead, it empowered her. That's what a deep, abiding relationship with Jesus does. In the nursing home, Marian willingly shared her faith with all who wanted to hear about it and many who didn't. Her example of faith touched her physical therapist and brought her back into the church, where she herself has gone on to bring others into the church through RCIA and to serve and lead in many ministries here at St. Dominic. Marian brought several of her roommates back into relationship with God and into the church. She accompanied several others on their final journey in life, praying with them and over them. When a new resident, distressed at her circumstance, expressed an interest in poetry, Marian started a poetry group. She also began a rosary group, helped create a meditation garden, worked with our visitation ministry, and continued to lead the St. Dominic RCIA ministry. And that's not even the whole list. Marian Gifford did something. And then she did something else, and something else, and something else, until the day she was called home. She did it because when she could no longer be his feet, Jesus asked her to be his arms, and his voice, and his heart. And she said, "Yes, Lord," with joy.